Alright, so today we're going to be playing Kona, which about all I know about it is that's a game where you're a private detective in Canada. And there's apparently some light survival elements to it or something. Whatever that means. I don't know what the little fire icon in the upper left means.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
Okay, can go in reverse as advertised, that's good. Just a little bit driving.
They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
So, yeah, actually...
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
What's the point of the exercise then? Yeah, so I was going to say that something I noticed in the car, or the truck rather, was when I turned around, like, you could see my arm go on the back of the seat, which is kind of a nice touch. Okay, cool. So I guess this is like my inventory storage area. Okay, apparently I guess that's where we're headed. Oh, maybe we can enter.
Carl was meeting his client in a store near this area. He was on the right track.
Well, okay, good to know, I guess, that we're driving in the correct direction. They didn't just start us off going the wrong way.
Hamilton never mentioned a road-blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
Interesting. So there's like a little bolt cutter
Still
thing.
not a soul in sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself.
Okay. So our first little puzzle thing, I guess. Oh, by the way, there is actually like a film grain on the video game. So if you're noticing that looks a little grainy, that's why. Hopefully it comes through okay on the recording. When Aston, it'll be good. Okay. Oh wow! I didn't know I could open this. Let's see. I just pressed E instead of R. Okay, so flyer. Northern Quebec and its inexhaustible resources. The province of Quebec sits on an inexhaustible abundance of natural resources. Why not take advantage of this? Our valuable minerals could travel the world and reach places as far as Dallas, USA. Get involved and invest now. Quebec's economic might will be awakened. At the heart of the wilderness. The north is swarming with wolves, caribous, bears, partridges, foxes, snowy owls, and hordes of other majestic creatures that are every bit the equals of Africa's wildlife. We are the Africa of America. Come discover the North and experience genuine white jungle. Wow, that sounds terrible. I also love how they advertise that the resources are inexhaustible. You can see the lovely pictures inside. That way then. Okay, apparently put it back on the billboard, fine.
Hamilton no doubt knew who managed the barrier. Carl wanted to give him a call, but that would have been too easy though, as sure enough the line was acting up.
Alright, hopefully now with like my mic on and stuff, this makes more sense. Alright, so it looks like I need to find some bolt cutters or something to open up the gate. I guess we can check this trash can. Maybe there's, oh, an empty bottle. Okie doke. don't know what that's good for. Because it's a trash bag on the ground. Can I go walking in the woods at all? Or am I... Okay, I can. I can walk through these things too. What about the fence? The fence is too much. And I can jump, apparently. It feels really sluggish. Like, I feel like I press the key and then I jump like a second later. Oh, nice to see the birds out, I guess. Carvings. I guess we should check up in this tower. There's more than a few stairs. Okay. Aha. A pincer. Okay. Looks like bolt cutters to me, but sure. And some fire starter. I think that was 2 units of it. Not sure how to access our inventory. Let's... Equipment, consumables. Oh, I have cigarettes. Okay. Huh. Equipment, inventory, map, journal.
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Okay. Apparently we're arriving early because we're supposed to be at the general store tomorrow. Hamilton Mansion. Oh, cool. There's like little bios and everything. Oh, I see. And there's like little tabs for me to select. Apparently I'm 42. I'm a private detective. It pays the bills along with my veteran's pension for my time in Korea. Usually I'm hired to track unfaithful husbands, but divorces are expensive, so infidelities are scarce these days. William Hamilton hired me. He had a check and many promises, and I really want to leave Montreal. And Lake Atempec, I'm not sure how to pronounce that at all, is the perfect place to get away. When you want to leave, you leave. Okay, Hamilton from Chicago, so an American. 55, businessman. Rich industrialist, much hated and much loved. Everything that isn't his in the Manhattan region he wants. Buying his only power. Huh. Hamilton has complained time and time again of being persecuted. Sometimes he'll say it's the people of Lake Atempec. Sometimes the Cree people. Some would say he deserves it. When you exploit people, the least you can do is stay away from them. Okay, so I can use keys to flip through. Cool. That's nice, I guess. Alright, and we have no photos. Makes sense. I didn't actually look at my inventory, but I think I get the idea now. Oh! There is a run button. It's a toggle. Okay. Closet stuff. Oh, okay, I see. And there's like a limit on how much stuff I can carry based on weight. Oh, okay. And there was some fire starter in the back. Cool. Wait, what? I just noticed these icons. Yeah, our flashlight journal map. Okay. I don't know what those are about. Alright, so I guess we should open the gate then, right? Get on with this. It takes time to...
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Get down to business. Okay. Oh, we can see the bird flying above. Oh. For a moment there I was alarmed because I heard an engine, and then I realized, wait, no, that's just my truck.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests. not too far from here. The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man.
Whoa.
Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others, an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Oh. Whoopsie. I was driving for a bit there. Like I had to steer and stuff a little bit. Well, that seemed ominous with the car crash. Also, the radio cutting out like that. Uh-oh.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Holy smokes. Wow. They like ran us off the road and then just drove away with an incoming snowstorm. Seriously. I see. Okay, so the heat stuff is low.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
Locked iron box. Gosh, I'm finding the item selection stuff. Okay.
Complaining was not in Carl's nature. It would take more than light injuries to interrupt his investigation.
You can head off this way. South item pack. Okay, maybe I can go into this hut cabin. Heat sources prevent Carl from freezing to death and save the game. Okay.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Okay. Fire starter and matches. Oh, I don't have the wood. Oh no. Carl is less accurate and runs shorter distances. Okay.
Carl couldn't give up. Surely something in there could be useful.
Okay. There we go. Got some logs. Okay, we can go investigate the car more thoroughly later. Worry about, you know, freezing to death. Oh, okay, I see. I'm warming up now. Feeling better. Alright, cool. Now that we have a place to retreat to, I feel more comfortable. But, no, close. Close the door. That's pretty awkward. Okay, let's turn back up here and check out this car. Do. First aid kit. Cool. I like it. Doesn't look like there's much I can do over there. Where the heck did the driver go? Is there like another cabin nearby or something? Okay, so we can go straight or to the right. Let's go back and warm up a bit. Okay, apparently we're not that cold at the moment, but I feel like indoors is a better place to try to use the first aid kit. What's over here, actually? Oh, I can also start a fire here. Interesting. Gives me an outdoor place. Nice, nice. I like it. I did see footprints. Like, part of the thing, one of the things that made me come over here, I thought was I saw footprints. But apparently now I also need to worry about, like, my own footprints. Amusingly. Not doing so great at this detective business so far. What is up here? Anything? Bueller? Okay, there's a flag. You can see that there's like maybe a small pond or something over there. Okay. Grab another log. Okay. Let's see. In terms of equipment, we have a flashlight, journal, map. Cool. You know about the journal, our consumables, and documents inventory. Man, those logs are apparently pretty heavy. Which makes sense, I guess. Oh, I used one of the fire starters. Okay, the matches are not adequate. That's good to know. Consumable. Wow. Oof. Okay. Now hopefully we're feeling better. We're certainly feeling physically better. Okay, chair. Wonder if there's like anything else I should be doing in here. Can I like take this with me? Oh, I can just turn it off and on. Okay, fair enough. Wonder, like, is there anything else to check out over here? Just some rocks. Looks like someone's driving about in circles. Okay. So that seems to be the start and end of that area. Take a break from running. Oof. Wow. Seems to be like
in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside.
Oh.
His life depended on it.
Okay, fair enough. Huh. Okay, so let's go like warm up again quickly. I find it interesting that like our mental status is not going up as quickly as the other stuff. Okay, am I supposed to just like go get back in my truck? Oh, hey, what's this?
Even better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
Oh, okay, well that explains that, I guess. I feel so silly. I think I can tell already that something I'm going to trip over in this game is like what I can and cannot interact with. The white dot system is like pretty good, although a little frustrating to aim for sometimes. I wonder if this was designed primarily for a controller. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, that's not the right way, because I'm playing reverse. Oh, I didn't have control at that time anyway. It does like the letterbox thing, I think, when you don't have control over the car. Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes, the Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry. Carl's military training had made him a very punctual man. Being late to his meeting with Hamilton was out of the question.
Oh, okay. Apparently I can't investigate that place. 1556. I guess I just drive forward for now. Feel
Truck
awkward.
was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Oh, Nelly. Hello, loading indicator. We made it. I didn't die too much. Right away, at least. Can I pump some gas?
The pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
Intriguing.
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Oh, hey, an outhouse. That could come in handy, yeah. Is this another place for me to store stuff? Whoa, what is this glowy rock business?
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
Okay.
Prince? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was there a possible lead?
Huh.
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
It's now our recollection is so good. Wait, I actually don't want to start a fire there. I'm very cautious now about using my fire starter stuff. I don't have the key. Okay, fair enough. Check out this trash can. Ah, nothing in the trash can that I can pick up anyway. It might be filled with trash.
Carl was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
Okay. Some really deep paw prints, evidently. Tell me that this is locked too. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm going to be cowering in there later? Can I close the door? Is that even an option? No, not so much. Okay. The hands are a nice thing. Like, remind me that I'm cold. Because it's friggin' blizzard out here or something.
Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close, that the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Intriguing and more than a little creepy. Mysterious unbranded cans. Okay.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Use that old crouch button. No thanks, I prefer my beer cold. Should I be using my flashlight? I'm kind of afraid to find a first aid kit, honestly.
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
You know what, Hamilton? I have a frog in my throat. And when people have a frog in their throat, they do not take risks by going to work. Customers could catch it, right? I am a wise man. Not to worry, I will have a nice doctor's note, which I am going out to get right now. Sadly, in the meantime, I will have to close down the shop, unless you would like to come fill in for me. I wouldn't dare advise you, after all. You must know how it's done, since it's yours now. With kind regards, your dedicated manager, Gilles. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so terrible with these names.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Oh, interesting. So it's like a code or something? Aha! Garage key. That could come in handy. Customer credit?
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's what these are. I thought they were amounts. Wow. I guess we could try using a flashlight. Equipment, flashlight. Alright, that's the ladder that we moved earlier. Okay, this is already pretty creepy. I mean, the dead guy on the floor is kind of ominous.
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Huh. Or, wait. Documents. Envelope.
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Let's get the whole body here. I feel like that might come out better with light. And not keep the photo? Can I put it away? Okay, I guess I'm keeping it.
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs.
I see. The place is a mess. Okay, good to know. Alright, so... I know that the milk is out here. The outhouse closed. That's good, I guess. That's still pretty freaky. Garage. It even has a sign. That's helpful. Wasn't too sure what the garage door key was for. Oh, I think partially because I hadn't gone around the front of this. Oh, okay, I see. The tab, like, toggles whatever piece of equipment I've used. Oh, drawers. Disappointing! Helpful, I guess. Irons, okay. Making progress on a little checklist of stuff that we need. Leave one open. Okay, so another car. As I go back out. Can I? Yes, I can shut the door. Cool. Yeah, it looks definitely more garage-like from that angle. Oh, wait. Aha. Okay. That seemed wholly unnecessary, but handy. Okay, I can fix the generator. That should help. Our car is still running? What the heck? Okay, I don't have the key for that, not surprising.
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs.
Okay, but I thought I fixed the generator. Or maybe oh, okay, I could come in this door, apparently. I'll take feeling silly for 1,000. Aha! Secretary wouldn't be a luxury in here. Would it be luxury in here? Okay. Alright. Next page. Whoa, what? Oh, here we go. Okay. Quebec's Klondike. Northern Quebec's economy is booming. The north of whatever area's population will soon reach 30,000 souls, among which thousands of happy families will be prospering thanks to the hard labor of their fathers, who will be contributing valiantly in expanding Quebec's national wealth. Mines and hydroelectricity, hunting and fishing, the true Canadian dream. Turn it into your reality now. The mines, a sector in full expansion. Did you know that since 1960, Canada tripled the amount of resource royalties it collects? Did you know that the country's true source of richness is lying under your very feet at this very moment? The building of our schools and our hospital depends on minerals. Exploiting our resources, the road to our future. Ah, okay. Oh, right. We already looked at that. General store also serves as a post office for the locals. Fascinating. What I'm hearing is we could get our mail on.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already. A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten.
To know?
Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
Oh, I have more fire starter. Oh, yeah. That's a relief. Okay, I guess let's look at the map. Didn't even travel half the province of Quebec to come here. Okay. It's like a little, like the system for displaying text feels a little disjointed. No thanks, I ate too many of those in Korea. Ah, okay. Yes, we got that much. Oh, there's like something in the corner maybe? Can I just like step over this body? No. Fair enough. There's like, oh, there's a light switch over here. No, I'm good with lights on, thanks. A broken clock, how convenient. Okay. I'm enjoying the diegetic sound. Really curious about this cash register. Oh, we know that the place is a mess. Is this just another place for us to learn that? Yes, okay. Oh, we can turn on the pump. That's the next step. That may conclude our time here. Aha! Huh. I am so baffled by this register. Oh, okay. Apparently it was that easy. I just could punch in pretty much anything, I guess. I got a key. It's just for me. I got a key, yeah.
The murder weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
As a citizen of Her Majesty in the free economic chambers of the world, I must address what follows to the proper authorities. The worst is happening at this very moment. I cannot write at length, but I am requesting immediate help from my country. I believe the free world is in grave danger. A member of my community, the Honorable... Huh, okay. Let's go pump some gas. I guess that's all the, like, more mysterious elements for this bit, yeah? Fill up the tank of gas. Gotta get that gas. Okay, let's see if we can drive to wherever we're supposed to go. Hoping for some more direction.
Carl knew straight away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there. Carl felt that the store and its surroundings still held their secrets, and he didn't like to miss out.
Okay. Okay, I guess we're at this... Oh, the little arrow is probably us. Wondering where to go. They're like, you know right where to go. I'm like, no, I don't. Maybe I have to like get out of my car just to read my notes. Just heading to a place with a bed. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay. The crash, cold mystery. Milton's murder. Secret Service address. Huh. Envelope. Easily trace back the chain of events. Hamilton wants to send a very confidential denunciation letter to Secret Service in Ottawa. He's planning on sending the letter inside of a locked box, so the keys separately. It's cumbersome, but he's doing what he can. Something throws him off while he's in a hurry. He locks up everything and mails the key, but the box somehow ends up in his killer's hands. Okay. Kala. Went to the doctors. Now I need to know if the doctor's fault kill is. I know how to lead the perfect investigation. Okay. And it's there. I've taken photos, I thought. Okay. It's kind of weird. I see. Yes. So we want to go to the doctor. So I'm actually heading the wrong direction. I'm actually heading to the wrong direction even if I want to go to the place of the bed. Okay, so we should kick it. We should turn around and then I guess make a right. See if I can turn a car. Music is something. Oh no, 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 no. Oh wow. I'm way faster than I'd like. Okay, so now I just need to make a little U-turn here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna be looking at this map a lot because I have like no sense of scale or distance. Okay, so we're actually, whoa, part of the way there already. Put the map away. Aha! Handy dandy road sign, I will like it. Whoa, loading screen thing. Okay, so let's check it out here. Da da da. Mana mana. Okay. We're at the clinic for the minute. Okay, I like checking around outside first. Oh, looks like there's something on the ground. More prints. So many prints. Oh, we're no longer at the clinic anymore, apparently. Aha! I have a lantern. Can't stop me now. Alright, clinic, a little like sheltery storage area.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Please use the other door. Okay. Alright, got the key. Check under the mat, I guess. Don't like how limited dogs are.
There
Doctors.
should be a law forbidding doctors from falling sick.
Medical emergency in town. The doctor there is sick. I'll be back soon. If he dies, I won't be returning. I'll have to replace him. Okay. It's kind of an interesting BT dubs.
In spite of Dr. Beaupre's goodwill, the place didn't look much like a physician's office. It could easily be mistaken for a sewing shop.
Huh. I don't know why the sewing shop makes sense. Oh, we need a fire starter and matches and a log. It's a 3-ingredient thing. Like, I kind of noticed that there were 3 icons. I hadn't really processed what that meant. Is there like a light switch? Earn Isabel. Okay. Seems a little morbid, you know?
For the one-eyed, or for other vision problems, the eye patch was the way to go.
Oh, okay. I need a magnet apparently for that. I don't know why I care about it, but sure. I heard a door. It was just me accidentally opening the lower door thing. Oh, I could fill up the bottle. Oh yeah, I got water bottle now. Watch out, world.
Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict. Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office.
Huh. My nightmare, a scale? Or the office? I don't know. Doctor is apparently fascinated by history. Earth doesn't look this big from here. The doctor is apparently fascinated by history. Oh, okay. Store in a cold, dry place with a constant temperature, they said. Yeah. I thought there's like another interaction point, but maybe it's just light glinting from the bottle. Ah, more first aid kits. I like the sound of that.
A chamber pot. Fortunately for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular investigation.
Okay.
A chamber pot. Fortunately for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular
and there's the journal on the
investigation.
bed, but I want to poke around at the shelves and whatnot more first. Going to detect the heck out of this place. Oh, okay. It's just like potatoes and a carrot. Fair enough.
The good doctor, flanked by his beautiful spouse. Pure happiness, captured on cardstock. Carl recognized this woman's soulful eyes. Was it Dr. Beaupre who had hit him head-on at the village border? Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling, but back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine.
I never did quite catch her name. The men called her Laura. She had a neck wound. There was so much blood. The bullet had done a lot of damage, probably hitting the cerebellum. It was hopeless. She had a cardiac arrest. The men had found her like this, they said. I doubt it, but in a small town like this, it's usually best to turn a blind eye. I've been told to step back from sending out the death certificate. This whole thing sickens me. That's deeply ominous. Oh. Okay, we're flipping through the medical files. No medical explanation whatsoever can explain why old Rosara is still alive. As we in the trade say, the only way to cure him is to kill him. Okay. Bedad? Sylvie? Okay. All of her symptoms point to the same root cause. She's pregnant. She refuses it. She denies it. I'm willing to bet her husband is not the father. Let's just hope it's not Everett Lockhart, though. For she would have an illegitimate child and a syphilis on her hands.
There was no doubt that the doctor and Hamilton knew each other very well.
Body can't be cured. Chronic foot pain, can't walk long distances. Rich, I'll cure him of that one day. Oh, okay, apparently that's the end of that. Communist Manifesto.
A communist manifesto. Only a few years ago, this type of allegiance meant prison time. And even at present, the Western world was very wary of the Soviet threat. Why would the doctor own such a book? Nobody kills a rich patient to start a revolution. It didn't make any sense. He had to dig deeper still to understand. Luckily, that was Carl Faubert's specialty.
The history of all hitherto existing societies, the history of class struggles, freeman and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and serf, guildmaster and journeyman, in a word, oppressor and oppressed, stood in constant opposition to one another, carried on an uninterrupted, now hidden, now open fight. A fight that each time ended either in a revolutionary reconstitution of society at large or in the common ruin of the contending classes. In the earlier epochs of history, we find almost everywhere a complicated arrangement of society into various orders, a manifold gradation of social rank. In ancient Rome, we have patricians, knights, plebeians, slaves. In the Middle Ages, feudal lords, vassals, guildmasters, journeymen, apprentices, serfs. In almost all of these classes, again, subordinate gradations. Okay. Okay, get to the drawers? No, I can't. What if there's something inside? What if it's a clue? What if it's murder? I think we already opened this. Actually, I have no memory of that clothing, so maybe not. Maybe I missed it. Hello?
Someone had lost a few liters of blood here. Carl's first thought had been a lumber accident, someone's hand cut by a saw, or a hunting accident.
In the face?
In any case, whoever had lost all this blood couldn't have gone far. Perhaps they were already dead.
Okay. Apparently I shouldn't bother trying to use the camera when it's dark. At the same time, I have not found a light switch for this place. Are there lights? Maybe they just don't exist. Seems excessively creepy. Here, we have a fire. Huh. Okay.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
Oh, okay, I have a revolver. Running low on film, and apparently I've been taking garbage photos. Electron gives us like a lot more light to work with in general. Okay, there does not seem to be a light switch. But I'm also like not sure how to proceed from here. Apparently I could use a magnet. On the other hand, I don't really know why. Just open everything and leave it open this time. Maybe I missed something because of my poor lighting earlier. Or just my like general lack of observation, you know. One of those things. Okay. In the moment I'm just like legit not sure what to do. Okay, we came here, we looked at medical files. There's no indication that they saw the general store manager person, which is just kind of leaves me, you know, high and dry. Okay, so the door stuff is automatically closing, I think? Okay. I definitely did not look at this.
The injured could be recognized by the large stains of red, an informal nickname given to Merbromen, smudged all over their injuries.
Huh. Not familiar with that. Okay, I definitely look down here. Okay, maybe this is all there is to find here. Is this us? I think that's us. Sure looks like us. Okay. Maybe if I get back in the truck, they'll tell me what to do. My thinking right now is, I might try driving to wherever our next spot is.
Carl felt like he knew the doctor now.
Yeah.
His belongings had spoken lengths about him. But what Carl had heard worried him.
Okay, care to elaborate? Oh, I'm the worst at driving, apparently. Okay, let's try heading out. Oh, nice. It stops me from like going off the road too much. That's convenient. It's a little confusing because I didn't think I was that close to this to the fence. Let's try driving down here. Next closest house. Hello, loading indicator. To say, those are a little disappointing. Small building. Okay, so that's someone's house. Oh, I don't have the key. No. Still need to find the key to this mystery. Don't know what this structure is. I can't run that much. I think I have like a bajillion logs right now. Yeah, like most of my weight is logs. But I feel like it's a good idea to keep a few. Oh hey, I can hear music. Maybe there'll be someone in here for me to talk to. Whoa!
Oh, mon bonhomme.
That was scary as all heck. I was kind of expecting that maybe there'd be someone in here. Definitely not expecting that they'd immediately shoot at me. Heck and heck.
Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'un étrange retentisse par ici.
I see.
Moi te dire, je prends plus de chance depuis que ça rôde dans ce bout-là. J'ai ma carabine au bout du doigt, et puis bang, 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 si ça s'approche.
Not a shotgun. That's a rifle. Maybe he said gun, and I just misremembered. Oh, okay.
Gadon, ça ouvre l'appentis. Prends-la, je m'en fous. Perds ton temps dans les niochettes tant que tu rapportes du caribou.
Okay.
Dans mon temps, c'était comme sur l'image. On était vrais, fiers, forts, puis on avait le bon lieu de notre bord.
Huh. Okay. So I think we're going to investigate here. Oh. There's a time.
Le livre, là, c'est le Wendigo. Ouais, le Wendigo. Un guerrier qui devient un loup pour se venger de sa grosse peine. Et
Tales and Legends, page 1. There was a time when hate waged war. Our hunters could decimate the great wolves who had taken our children. Our warriors could snap the necks of cowards who had reached for our supplies. The deafening sound of rock and bone breaking was enough to satiate the hate, and the rivers of blood would express our remorse and apologize. Thus was balance maintained. Then came the whites. The legend of the Wendigo dates back to a time before what anyone but the tallest trees can remember. A time of great cold and great aspirations, when the ships came and spewed men and their fire cannons, plagues and spinelessness. Balance broke forever. The dead were piling up on our ancestral lands. Too many bodies covered in moss, too much blood spilled on our stone. Our bone-breaking hate did not suffice any longer. Wait 1 second. I want to see if there's like another page. There is. Page 2. One day, a young warrior who had lost everything, nieces, brothers, parents, and hope, fell to his knees in the middle of a small clearing covered in the blood of his fiancée, killed by having crossed the path of some whites passing by. He had seen everything and called out to the Great Spirit, called out to him with words that came so naturally to him, words that could only create a great river of blood and guts, and a terrifying roar of screams. He called out to him for a force that no one had had before. He became Wendigo. The whites were decimated under the icy claws of the Wendigo. The great tide of blood even pushed a few ships back out to sea, but the Wendigo was not yet done with his vengeance. For as long as the heart of one of his fiancée's murderers still beat on Cree territory, he would prevail. The elders say it was the force of the ancestors returned to nature that turned the young warrior. In this clearing, where many ancestors have been buried in centuries past, a clearing now covered in blood spilled unjustly in a time where too many bodies were being buried, the ancestors heard the cries of the young warrior. Only in a remarkable time like this could the Wendigo have been born. His vengeance satiated, the warrior become Wendigo went to rest forever. His frozen heart melted, and disappeared, much like real snow come this spring. The storm that had befallen the Korean lands faded as well. There was much celebration. Balance had been restored, but the whites came back too. White hatred is never satisfied by rock and bone turned to dust. They arrived by hundreds, armed with guns and torches, burned down every village, raped every woman, smashed the head of every newborn, tortured every man that fell into their grips. Never before had unbalance been so deep for the Cree peoples, and ever since it has been told that one should be satisfied with the rivers of blood brought by hatred, despite the wrongfulness done to them, because remarkable hate comes at far too steep a price. The Wendigo was never invoked again, but in the hearts of the Cree people remained a fear that one day a young warrior would once again call out with remarkable hate, because they know, through the wisdom brought by this legend, that the Wendigo would prevail, but that this victory would come at a great cost. The whites would come back, the whites would rule, none would be spared. Okay.
Gomme-moi la belle rose de la tulipe, qui se donne au yab sur le mercredi des cendres. C'est-tu pas effrayant, cette histoire-là? Touche pas à ça, l'enfant, tu pourrais te faire mal.
Okay, I opened the bag, but there's nothing inside, I guess. Okay, fair enough.
Hé, la Corriveau, Batèche, ça te passe l'envie de te marier, la Corriveau. Elle tuait tous ses maris, squick, les uns après les autres. Pas de pitié dans le mariage. Hé, la Corriveau, Batèche, ça te passe l'envie de te marier, la Corriveau.
Oh, accidentally looked at the book again.
Squick, les uns après les autres. Pas de pitié dans le mariage.
Don't mind me, sir. I'm just, reading through all your belongings, as one does. Private detective, now investigating the murder of my client. I guess pro bono.
Tu marches, tu marches, tu marches. Tu sens des pieds.
Okay, can I get...
C'est encore beau. Tout ce qui est vieilli est bien meilleur.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, a scarf.
Mon beau bonnet du beau temps. Puis ma ceinture, où ce que
Oh,
je glissais
okay.
mon flasque. Le monde tournait plus rond quand on s'habillait top de même.
We can try this door. Oh.
Ben oui, une couche. Tu peux-tu tout faire en même temps, toi?
Interesting. Like, not something you usually see addressed. Alright, we're gonna go to the shed thing that we now have a key for. Check that out. Okay. Very wary of leaving doors open at a time like this. Empty gas can? Oh, okay, so that will help, like, extend our range, presumably. I didn't know our car could run out of gas, but I guess that makes sense. No, my inventory's full. How can this be? Okay, let's go deposit some items in the back of our trusty truck. Let's take the door rather than the window. That'll probably work better. Okay. Deposit. Okay. Alright, deposit a couple of logs. Hopefully it gives us enough space, weight, whatever, to take at this hatchet, which
An axe, not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself.
Okay, that's a little ominous. Put that axe away for the moment. Wait for the game to tell us that we saved. Let's just go back inside, I guess. I just want to make sure it saves, and then I'm going to call it a night, I think, with this. It's been intriguing. I hadn't realized, like, how open-ended it would be, if that makes sense. So I'm up. Alright. So yeah, this is intriguing. Not sure what to make of it so far, honestly. I mean, I guess just to recap briefly, like, we know our employer was killed. He found someone they wanted to denounce as like a threat to national security, I guess. Seems pretty severe. You know, people are generally not so fond of him, and he owns lots of stuff, or he owned lots of stuff, I guess. He's dead now. General store manager seemed particularly upset. We went to the doctor's place, but didn't find any notes about. I forget who we were looking for. I think we were looking for to see if the general store manager had gone, but apparently not. So yeah, that's interesting. And then we found like more mess over at the doctor's office. I'm like not surprised that we didn't find anything here. Maybe we need to come back once we know more or something. So we did find like, I guess, bits of war here and some useful tools. But yeah, that's Kona so far. Until next time, thanks for watching and good night.